All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I'm your host, Strongman, and today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and whether you should invest in it or not. Now, I don't know if you notice a theme of my channel, but I like to dump on the vast majority of investment strategies that are out there because 99% of these hot strats are just freaking rampant and stupid speculation on the value of a stock or a bond or an asset over time. Bitcoin is included in that. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin, very simply, is a digital currency, all right? There's no cash or piece of paper that says Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, it's a currency. It's a means to transact between two different people. That's all it is. Now, you tell me, if you've been watching my channel, is a currency an investment? Or is it something you can speculate on? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said investment, you better watch my videos more closely because it's not. It is something that you use to transact between two different people. That's it. Now, an investment is something that actually generates some kind of income for you, like a stock, like a bond, like a real estate investment trust, like rental property. All of those actually generate real returns. They generate cash flow. With a stock, you're buying ownership in a company. That company sells products. It pays all its bills. And then at the end of the day, what's left over is the net income. And that is your cash flow. With a bond, you get interest payments. With real estate, you rent out the house. And after you pay all the bills and the mortgage, whatever's left over is your positive cash flow. What cash flow does Bitcoin generate? It generates nothing. It is literally something that is hyped. It has its uses. If you want to transact with somebody and not have to go through the traditional banking system, like let's say you want to commit a crime or something, and you want to pay for something illegal, you can use Bitcoin. It's a way to transact. And people actually will buy and sell Bitcoin and transact that for dollars. But is it an investment? No, it is not. It is literally just a string of digits on the internet that you store in your little coin wallet, your little Bitcoin wallet, and you use it to transact. Now, the price of Bitcoin is based solely on supply and demand. When Bitcoin is hyped up and people are like, oh my God, it's the next coin of the future and everybody's talking about it, people start buying it. And the more and more people buy it, the higher and higher the price gets. But what is that price based on? It's only based on what somebody will buy and sell it for. There's no actual way you can calculate the true value of Bitcoin. It is simply a commodity. Look what happened a couple years ago. What was it, like 2 or 3 years ago? Bitcoin had a rapid rise. It was parabolic. It went boom all the way to heaven. And what happened? It freaking crashed way down. Why? Because there was no underlying value to Bitcoin. It is a currency. It does not generate cash flow. So if you're buying something because you believe you can sell it at a higher price in the future, but it's not generating cash flow, it's not an investment. It's speculation. Yeah, Bitcoin is cool. It uses the blockchain and you can transact directly between each other, not have to go through the banking system, but it's not an investment. So if you buy Bitcoin, you are simply speculating that somebody will buy that Bitcoin from you at some time in the future at a higher price after taxes. That is literally it. It is not an investment. Now, do I recommend you invest, or as I like to say, speculate in Bitcoin? No, do not touch Bitcoin. It is literally a speculative investment that has no underlying value. But if you just don't want to listen to me and you really think Bitcoin is going to continue taking off in the future, well, if you really want to buy Bitcoin, you put no more than 5% of your portfolio in speculative investments. The vast majority of your portfolio should be in broadly diversified index funds that track the world's stock market, or an ETF like VT. Of course, talk to a financial advisor if you want actual real advice. I can't recommend specific things, but look into index funds that track broad indices. That should be the majority of your portfolio. And then if you want to speculate, like, oh, but Bitcoin, bro, you're stupid. You don't know anything, man. Bitcoin generates cash flow. Then, okay, put 5% of your portfolio. But if you have your entire life savings in Bitcoin, really think, what is the value of Bitcoin? What does it do? What does it generate? How do you calculate its value? There's no way. The only way you calculate its value is based on what somebody will pay for it at the present time. Look at how it fluctuates. It goes up 10%, it goes down 5%, it goes flat, and then it goes up again. Why? It's all based on hype. You know, some idiot publishes an article, oh my god, Bitcoin did this, and then people buy it and it's crazy, and then they realize it's BS and they sell it. It's all speculation, okay? Does it have its uses? Yes. Is it an investment? No. It is a digital currency. That is what you need to remember. Now, my final note on Bitcoin. There are thousands, I believe there's like 1,500 different cryptocurrencies out there. Bitcoin is one of those. Some of those are not going to survive. Some of those are illiquid. Maybe they're not used that much. So if you invest in an illiquid cryptocurrency, somebody might not buy it from you ever because it's illiquid or it fell out of favor. So you need to be really careful if you do decide to speculate in cryptocurrencies. You want to use the big names like Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. Those are the kind of things you'd want to speculate in. Things that are actually provide liquidity that people actually know about and will transact with you. But overall, I don't recommend you do it. And one final note. Governments like to control the money supply. Governments can manipulate the money supply, or central banks can do it, by buying and selling assets on the market. They do that to help control the economy, to tamper down inflation, and to lower unemployment. Now, if Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies, which are not controlled by any governments, they're controlled by the users. If Bitcoin becomes prevalent, do you think these central banks, these governments, are going to allow this currency to go out there unregulated? No, because they want to control the money supply, because they need it to control inflation and they need it to control unemployment. So think about it. When Bitcoin's small and tiny, you know, it's used, but it's not like this huge thing that everybody uses. It may not be as big a deal to big governments. But if it starts becoming super popular, there's going to be a freaking crackdown, because the government is not going to let people completely circumvent the monetary system, because then they can't control the monetary supply, which could severely impact the economy. Okay? So, in conclusion, Bitcoin, no, don't invest. Invest in it. But if you really have to, then put no more than 5% of your portfolio at a maximum into Bitcoin. Okay? Like and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day.